Plymouth, March 1966. Behind me and below me, a sleek, modern, growing city. The dreaded days of the Blitz are now 25 years behind us. And yet, the air is still full of the sound of buildings collapsing and the scream of machinery as 25 years after, a new Plymouth continues to expand and take shape. But today, on this 25th anniversary, let's not look forward to the future, but let's pause and take a look at the development of Plymouth over the last 25 years. The main priority of reconstruction was new homes. Already the City Council have put up 8,200 new houses and completed 5,700 flats, many of them in huge skyscraper blocks, providing council homes for more than 17,000 people. On top of that, there's been vast private building. One estate at Derriford alone will provide 450 bungalows, and soon a new 19-storey block will start towering over Plymouth Hoe. Homes mean children. Children need schools. In this field, the City Council has built 30 new primary schools and 14 new secondary schools since the end of the war. Educationally, the city hasn't limited itself to educating the young. One of the most impressive developments has been the completion of the first 5 phases of the new College of Technology, providing specialized accommodation for the workshop block, nuclear block, engineering department, science and administration, and a block for commerce. Traffic, too, has come in for serious consideration in the redevelopment of the city. New roads have been built and acres of car parks provided. Often the planners have got away from the traditional. The 2-tier car park at Derry's Cross, for instance, cost ratepayers £56,000 or the product of a 3-halfpenny rate. Expenditure on roads is still going ahead. The Drake Circus development will have cost close on £1 million when all the work and land has been paid for. At the junction of Western Approach and Coburg Street will be a 2-tier roundabout with pedestrian subways. At Crown Hill, another £500,000 will be spent on 2 carriageways, each carrying 3 lanes of traffic. But already there are fears that the new improvements will be insufficient to carry the flow of traffic, which is estimated will have doubled by 1970 and trebled by 1980. Homes, too, will have to be built quicker to keep up with the council's waiting list. An 18-year plan will provide an extra 19,000 homes for an estimated 60,000 people. Achievements in changing the face of Plymouth since the war have included the rebuilding of North Road Station by British Rail, the joint Plymouth-Cornwall County Council enterprise in building the Tamar Bridge after the government had refused a grant. The new Civic Centre, opened by the Queen, cost about £1.5 million and is still among the largest projects of its kind completed in Britain since the war, providing nearly 100,000 square feet of floor space in a 200-foot structure towering 14 stories over the city it serves. Nearby, at a cost of £300,000, Plymouth's law courts accommodating police and court offices under one roof. But it's the increase in schools that symbolises Plymouth's problems of the 1970s and the 1980s. Its child population is well above the national average, its birth rate is healthy. On present trends, even assuming that the dockyards don't shrink, at least 15,000 extra jobs must be provided by 1980 if Plymouth children are to be able to work in their own city. This would mean a local industrial expansion of 30%. New factories have already started arriving, yet automation has meant an actual drop of 500 local jobs since 1963. Plymouth has answered well the challenge of the first 25 years, but there are still 2 great loopholes in the development. Firstly, the failure of Plymouth to develop the facilities of a commercial port, and secondly, the eternal problems of not having an airfield to suit modern needs and modern requirements. Plymouth has answered and solved the challenge of the last 25 years, an answer which has justified itself. But how will it answer? How will it face up to the challenge of the next quarter of a century?